Hello again. My name's Gabe Zollner. Got a little bit of Fox News for a change. And the Talking Heads had one of the generals that contributes quite often. I think it's General Keenan. In either case, they were talking about the Chosen One and his unwillingness to say Islamic extremists. What they concluded is something that I made mention of in more than one video, and I said it's a matter of interpretation. People can read the same thing and come away with a total different interpretation. And what the general said is that the ISIL insurgents are absolutely Islamic. The difference between them and moderate Muslims is that the ISIL insurgents are practicing medieval Islam. Medieval Islam. So they interpret it to the word of the prophet. There's no slackness, there's no modification, there's no giving. They follow it according to the medieval interpretation. Back then, it wasn't at all uncommon to lop heads off. It wasn't at all uncommon to chop hands off, to chop feet off. That was an everyday event. ISIL, they're living back in that era. That's the fundamental problem. But there's no question that it's Islamic extremists. And once again, it's beginning to annoy me that the media, including Fox News, they sort of sit back and scratch their head. They can't understand why Obama can't say it or won't say it. It's really dead simple. And I've said this countless times. Obama is one of them. I even, in one of the videos recently, I typed out the actual phrase that says that they're brothers. They have to help each other. That also explains, once again, for the 20th, the 30th, the 40th time, why Obama freed as many of the Islamic extremists from Guantanamo. It's his duty to help them, and he has. Have you ever wondered why not one additional combatant has been added to those that were already there? Not one has been added. And he's sent back at least, 100? I think there was like 250 or 260 when he stole the Oval Office. It's unbelievable that people are afraid to admit the truth. Newsflash, Obama is a radical extremist, Islamic, Muslim, Arab. Is that difficult to say? Is that difficult to comprehend? Is that difficult to understand? You know, I saw another article from that idiot Glenn Beck. Glenn Beck thinks that Obama was born in Hawaii. Glenn Beck thinks that he was raised differently than you or I might have been, which is why he doesn't necessarily love America. He likes America. No. The only thing that he likes is the lifestyle that it's been able to provide to him. He could give a damn about America. No different than Reverend Wright. God damn America! That's all Obama heard for 20 years. Imagine being in a church for 20 years where you hear nothing but hate. You know who else attended that church? Oprah Winfrey. Might that explain why she is the way she is? You can't help but become radicalized listening to that kind of bitterness and hatred being spewed at you week after week, month after month, year after year. It's not that difficult to understand if you're willing to accept reality. Obama is a radical, extremist, Islamic, homosexual, Arab, Muslim. Personally, I could care less about who he wants to screw. Problem that he has is Muslims do care. Muslims kill homosexuals. That's why Michael can't come out. That's why Michael can't be proud of being what he is, a transsexual, because she too would probably be marked by the Arab extremists. Do you sort of get the picture, or are you still sort of back in the sideline? Do you not understand what this is all about? Unbelievable. Glenn Beck's an idiot. You know who else is a bit of an idiot? Bill O'Reilly. He believes Obama was born in Hawaii because of an ad or two ads in a newspaper announcing the birth. Zulu, who worked for Sheriff Joe Arpaio on a cold case posse, found hundreds of Japanese-born children whose families put birth announcements in those same newspapers so they could become Americanized, because to become an American in Hawaii was a joke. You could go in between the time they were born and a year and say, I was there when he was born and he's an American. He'll get a U.S. citizenship. That's how screwed up it was. That's why they picked Hawaii for this jackass's birthplace. It just irritates the living heck out of me when people are either that stupid or unwilling to look at the truth. Obama is, for the 5th time or 6th time, Obama is, that's the 6th time in this video, a radical, extremist, Islamic, homosexual, Arab, Muslim. And anyone that thinks otherwise isn't thinking. That's sort of what I think. That's sort of a lot of people whose heads aren't buried in the sand think. Wake up. Wake up before it's too late, if it isn't already too late.